I'm not. Oh, yeah. You're listening to the True Bull Virtual Cast with Goonie and Nemo.
Oh, yeah.
Is it true?
Maybe.
Is it bull?
Probably.
You decide.
And that's
Shona.
right. Haka, haka, haka.
Wow. Really? Okay. Tape
Wow.
recorder, listen to this.
Welcome to episode 330 of the True Bull Virtual Cast with Goonie and Nemo, brought to you by Redline Guns, J&T Mechanical, House of Hughes, and recorded at the effervescent Tactical Finish Nemosa Studios in beautiful downtown Plantersville, Texas.
Right.
It's a happy Wednesday, October the 16th, 2024. How you guys doing today?
Dude, you got that right the first time. Not that we turn off and do any production.
It's always the first take, baby.
Yeah, buddy.
Tell you what. So, speaking of which, my gosh, so much to talk about. Do we have 12 minutes worth of content?
Yeah, actually we do.
Okay, well then let me talk slowly. Welcome,
Bob.
October 16th, 2024, baby.
We're going to be okay today.
Yeah, we are. We're going to be more than okay. My goodness, so much to talk about. We had a great time last week after Ben Meyer.
Yes, and this is all going to be true stuff.
Oh,
so
my, exactly.
Just dig it, okay?
So this is what we did after we recorded the podcast last week with Ben and Jonathan.
I remember.
We
San Antonio tape recorder, you remember too, right?
We sat in the garage downstairs at the fabulous Nemosa Studios.
All right.
And had a jam session and just kind of hung out and sang some songs, had a few drinks, a few more, few friends, few beers, few laughs, few tears.
Hey,
Somebody
Ben,
ought to write a
don't
song
share
about that.
some of the stuff you shouldn't share.
Yeah,
so,
some of it you should not share. It was a
careful.
shareable thing. It was a shareable thing. But we did that, and then, my goodness, didn't we go out to Tomatillo's after that?
We did. Oh, that's, did we? Yes.
We
yes,
did karaoke. We met Joe and David. And then we went down. I did an open mic. I dropped you off because you couldn't make it.
No, that I was done.
I was done too. Let me tell you. Anybody who heard me trying to sing Wednesday night after I did Barry Manilow, that was pretty much the highlight of doing karaoke with Barry Manilow.
Oh,
and
I beg to differ.
Oh, I beg a lot.
Because I did some Rascal Flats.
Wow. Yes, you did. And I was very, very not bad. I liked it.
I was strawberry.
It was nice. It was nice. We did, and you and I even did Afternoon Delight.
Yes.
And we even sang the song.
We were about to do Summer Lovin' until they turned the lights off
They
on us.
did. They did. But we might get a gig down there.
We'll show that.
Well, until we did Afternoon
I think
Delight.
we actually got it already. We better put it on our calendar.
We better check that. But I mean, as much
Well,
fun
then
as that
you
was.
went to the Goat after.
Yeah,
that,
I went to
didn't
the
you?
Goat and hung out with David and Joanne.
And that was sick.
I sounded like I was very sick.
It wasn't productive though.
It was very productive.
Not your cough.
We got to talk to some really great singer-songwriters, made some great connections, and we're looking forward to a lot of partnerships coming up soon. Speaking of which, a partnership with Desert Door.
Yes, thank you so much, Steve.
As a sponsor for the Virtual Country Catching Lightning video series Open Mic Edition. Also, we now...
Tape recorder, but this is big news. We have got a name. Don't do that and don't burp.
Okay, fine.
Thank you, Annie, for not telling him that.
Wow.
We have a naming sponsor.
We have a naming sponsor for the True Bull Virtual... Not
so
the True Bull
it
Virtual
is
Cast. It's
gravy, golden. We are all go for Poppy.
I'm going to burp.
Come on.
I'm going to gum.
Thank you, Josh Downs.
Okay, so Redline Guns is now the official naming rights sponsor. So it will be the Virtual Country Catching Lightning Open Mic Edition, brought to you by Redline Guns.
Only on Hulu.
Owner, operator Josh Downs, thank you so much. He's been one of those guys who supported us from before day one, from before we started talking about doing this series. He was always one of those guys that says, I'm in, I'm going to do it. And he has stepped up.
You know what? Cheers to him.
Exactly. So we're going to drink to him, and then we're going to drink 3 for him.
Okay.
And then we're going to drink 4 or 5 times.
And we're going to drink while
him.
we're thinking of him.
Uh-huh. Oh, yes.
Oh, nice. So let me go ahead and start off.
Okay.
We're in minute 4 right now.
Yeah,
we
we
haven't
are.
talked about anything except love for our country.
That's right.
Bronny James Jr., guy, I love you. More power to you.
Yes.
But guys, tape recorder, I've got to say right now that Bronny, he's not ready. He's as good on the NBA court as Kamala is in office.
He is as good as I'll ever be in the NBA.
Yeah, and
he's leading the league in quadruple zeros. And
well, it is what it is. It's just serious nepotism.
Whoa! You can't say that. You can't sleep with a corpse.
I'll do it.
Okay.
But
anyway,
he just needs the time. If G League, I say that's going to be perfect. He's going to be superb. He's an outstanding athlete.
Yeah.
Just let him do him.
The weird thing is, you look at somebody who was also drafted in the last year's draft, Stephon Castle with the Spurs. He's getting 15, 20 points a game, assists, steals, rebounds.
And that's how you're supposed to recruit, Goonie.
Try not to overthink things.
Yes.
What do we need for our team? Let's get that. Not what does LeBron James want to do. I mean, hey, I'm glad he's got the power to do
what
that.
he wants his coach to do.
It must be awesome to be able to have that kind of cachet to say, I want y'all to draft my son. And maybe someday he'll be ready, but he's not. But, I mean, so I'm not going to say anything negative against that. It's just not going to – it's going to be a while. There's going to be a lot of people who say he's terrible.
So that Kamala thing was a little bit negative?
Oh, I don't know. I'm positive that we have a lot of stuff to talk about.
Well, let's just talk about let's stay on the sports right now.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, tape recorder.
Wow. What did you do yesterday? Monday.
Something big.
Tuesday?
Big really happened to me on Monday.
Wow.
Josh had called me a week prior and said, dude, we need a fourth for the San Antonio Fire Museum 10th annual golf tournament.
Wow.
And I just rolled my eyes and told him, bro, if you know what my back looks like, if you know what my
I know what your front looks like.
The past 4 or 5 years, I have been totally
inept,
disabled. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And that's how I got my 100% because I am truly messed up physically. No, don't sing that. But
oh yeah, we don't own the rights to that song.
It's going to be all for fun, and
was it?
And I totally got it because
it was fun.
You know, it was for fun, and it was for raising money for the Fire Museum. And thank you so much, Josh, for letting me play. The other two on our team, Renee Guerra, thank you, and Roland
Aguirre.
Yeah,
that dude, he's got videos of himself every year at the museum, and he's taken one to the backswing, and then his shorts drop.
Now let me tell you this:
is that what happened?
When he is on the golf course, he makes a great soccer player.
He is. That is also true. So was it like a better ball thing, or was it a cumulative thing?
It was a shotgun start. Everybody got on the different tees and started to make it flow much faster. And it was a scramble, so it was best ball.
Just like my
So
eggs.
everybody had their own the strengths.
Oh,
so
got it.
We actually parred quite a bit, and that's true. We didn't just go dropping balls close to the green.
It wasn't Mulligan's travels.
We actually had a decent round of golf, and me guarding my back constantly. I couldn't believe it because of a lot of the medications, a lot of the meditation, everything that I had been doing up until that game.
The Jameson?
Oh, well, yeah, a little bit of those. Thanks, Miss Cart Girl.
That's right.
And
you said it was a cart boy.
I could not. I had the greatest time, Goonie.
That's
I
awesome.
finally pulled out the clubs, and they were still great. Thanks to Jake Vanderzee for re-gripping all of my clubs. I appreciate that.
Let me tell you this.
They're still pristine.
All I know is, for anybody who knows me and my brother, we do joke a lot. Last week when Josh asked him if he wanted to be in it, Tim said, "There's no freaking way I'm going to be able to do it, dude. I'm not even going to try to practice beforehand because if I
didn't even want to carry the clubs to the cart.
I'm going to throw my back out if I try to practice before it. So I'm just going to go, and I'm going to be the worst one out there." And so when I talked to him Monday afternoon, he said, we're done. We're going to meet at the bar. And I was like, oh, boy, you're that bad. So I show up, and he's like, dude, I freaking killed it, man. I was all over the place, but I was feeling good, and it was good. So
it was a great time. It was
and
great
for a good
moment.
cause, for an
And-
awesome cause.
And it was an excellent cause. Yes, Goon.
Dude, San Antonio Fire Museum, you were telling me they do have a section for the backdraft, right?
They do. They do. And
so,
guess what's happening tomorrow? I am going to donate the backdraft guitar, the one that I played on stage for so many years with the backdraft.
Dang.
I'm going to donate it, and they're going to hang it up in that little slot.
It's going to be a permanent fixture at the San Antonio Fire Museum in the backdraft section.
And then but the cool thing is the history on that guitar was we made a fire. And as they're doing salvage and overhaul, I know it is not ethical, but the person who owned that guitar said, "Here, take it. It's just going to get dirty. It's going to get messed up. It's going to be." It was a pile of junk. So he bestowed that on me, and I think it was Tommy Moore or something like that. And it was a big apartment complex, and said. And we started talking. This was after the truck men started coming in and knocking everything out. We started talking, and turns out we knew a lot of the same people.
Wow.
And I said, I am going to do something special with this guitar. So I restored the entire thing.
Dude.
If you take a look at it, the bridge that holds the strings onto the body of the guitar, I had to redo it with dimes. So there's a couple of dimes on there that's holding the strings down on this guitar. And everything was just whatever was on it. I just had to do a little tweaking here and tweaking there. So get yourself to the Fire Museum and check out that guitar, because that is a very special thing.
Not only is it's a historic place already, but then you got different parts of it.
It's one of the best fire museums in the country.
Exactly. But I'd never heard that story before. About how you came across it. So, dude, that's awesome. That's even more. I think there ought to be like a video that goes with it now. You need to record a video discussing what happened to it, or just write it out and have that story part of the museum too, bro.
There's actually still char marks on the back of the neck.
Wow.
And I left it on there.
From the back of my neck, but that was from
that's
a different
totally different fire.
That's right. I'll always
some of the people that I
fire
met I hadn't seen in forever at this golf tournament.
Right.
Don Wagner. Oh,
wow.
my goodness. Great guy.
Yeah.
Great guy. He's also affiliated with the Fire Museum.
Okay.
Wayne Taylor, Hurricane Wayne.
Wow.
Hector Cardenas, Tommy Thompson, Frank Gutierrez.
Oh.
Let's see. Who else did I... Oh, Mr. Bobby Ojeda. He's also still with the Fire Museum.
Okay.
So, if anybody out there really wants to... get in with the Fire Museum, I believe it's like $5 monthly dues, and just go
to
with
be a part of the history of the
absolutely
of the San Antonio Fire Department for that small of an amount. Hell
we
yeah.
need as many members as we can. As a matter of fact, I'm going there tomorrow to drop off the guitar. I will become a member. All right.
Awesome job for everybody, man.
I think that's all I have to say about that game, but
that was good.
It was such a good day. Of course, any day is a good day when you're playing golf.
That's right. I've never had a bad day.
I was able to play. Woke up in the morning sore AF.
Yeah.
But it was a great soreness.
That's a good thing.
So anybody else next year, get your hand in back there. I'll tell you what.
That's right. So you have to be a firefighter or past, present, or future firefighter, or past, present, or current
I
firefighter,
guess,
right?
Something
like that.
Just as long as you're not a professional going out there and say, yeah, we're going to win this.
Yeah. No ringers.
Yeah, except for the truck man. There are a lot of wieners.
Oh yes, Wiener schnitzels.
All right.
So awesome.
The sports is over with.
So tomorrow,
go Dallas.
We might be over at the Phoenix Saloon in New Braunfels doing an open mic.
I have never been to Phoenix Saloon.
Me neither. So we're going to go out there. I heard they have an excellent open mic jam session.
Wherever we can get an open mic, we have tape recorder. We have a new album coming out.
That's
but
right.
There's 13 songs on this one.
And we need to play these songs.
We're going to play them all.
So y'all can hear them and decide which ones are going to go first, which ones are going to be recorded first.
Yep.
Release schedules and stuff like that. Get it in front of as many ears as possible. That's the only way you're going to know what it's like.
And don't forget to get in on the sponsoring.
That's right.
Of True Bull and Virtual Country.
There is still spots.
We're just about ready to explode after 31 years.
God dang right, I tell you what.
Playing music together. the brothers and the family and the gimmick. No, it's actually the music is pretty darn good.
Yeah, everybody in this world has a story to tell, and our
Yep.
music, I feel like it tells a story, and it tells a good story, and that's why we're putting this video series together. We didn't want it to just be 6, 4-minute videos for the songs. We wanted them to be kind of a get to know you kind of thing with who we are, what we are, where we started, where we're going, where we want it to go, and something to kind of just earmark and look and say, this is what we were thinking about, back in 2024 when we were trying to put this thing together and still trying to dream about what it could be. This is where it started, and it started back in the 80s and the late 70s. When my brothers got together and started playing, and it's just been growing and growing and growing.
Finally, the steps are getting a little bit easier.
The sponsors are coming on board, and they're asking, what can we do for you? When usually sponsors are like, well, what are you going to do for us? We've got sponsors who want to help us and honestly, genuinely want to grow together, and not just. Well, if you can do this, then we'll try to give you this.
Goni, I think you've paid it forward enough to where it's deserving time.
It's full circle time, dude.
Okay, come on.
I can't tell you how excited I am about this whole thing, man. It's crazy how
kind of like a dream.
Catching lightning.
Yep.
You make your dream come true. That's it. You practice with your brothers for a decade, 2 or 3. You play those strings till your fingers bleed. Beat the drums like they owe you, son. You freaking saw that fiddle from the top to the middle. Whatever it takes, do it all.
I like that one.
You do it all, man. You just do it, and you don't expect it to come back in a certain way. But when it starts coming back around and at the same time from different directions,
Now,
baby,
what we are
freaking
asking,
exciting.
though, on this podcast,
That's right.
if you can share it, we're going to dispense it all over the place.
That's right.
It's probably going to be more so on Facebook, but send it, share it, listen to it, and hop on.
We're going to TikTok-y it too, tiki-taki. So we're going to start growing that way as well. We're working on our new merchandise. Some of the old designs and logos are going to become new. We're going to freshen up some of them.
Got some fun stuff.
We got some really cool stuff. John Fest and House of Hughes are earmarking us to come up with some other new stuff. So we are, taking that challenge. Tracy and John Jones from J&T Mechanical are, excited about growing with us. And
we're going to need some T-shirts because all of this stuff is going to be done through Nemo Graphics Incorporated.
Josh Downs with Redline Guns, he has got a bunch of stuff he wants to do and get started, and we're going to be growing with him. Like I said, naming right sponsor. You can't. What more do you have to say other than that? He has stepped up and said, "I'll take the lead for that whole series," and then our other sponsors will take different leads as far as each episode goes. It's going to be freaking. It's crazy, bro.
Guys, get ready. We need as many laddies and ladies to help out.
That's right.
Because we're going to be sending out some raffles for the next couple of weeks.
That's
because we're going to be filming in 2.5 weeks, right?
2.5 weeks we should be filming if long as schedules work out. We're going
thank you to Jake Fest,
Momentum Media.
Yes. He's gonna spearhead this entire operation.
He's going to tell us how bad we are at acting and that we should stick to music. And we're going to say, no, we have never stuck with what we're good at.
Stick to voiceovers.
We lean into our discomfort, and we're going to cause more discomfort with others. That's kind of what we do. Excuse me, Eddie Rivas. Big shout out to him. We used his studio first time, the first pigeons into the studio, and he let us in and didn't kick us out. Put together a great project and a great product.
Special thanks to the support of Tony Rivas. He's an old veteran too. He got out. He retired several years ago. Thank you so much. I hope everything is going okay with your retirement. Love you, bud.
Exactly. It's just so many people. It's like sometimes we feel like all we do is we sit and thank people all day. It's like, well, when so many things are happening right, it's easy to be grateful, but it's so hard to remember everybody. So sometimes we're in the middle of a sentence and it's like, oh yeah,
yes,
and
I just thought of something.
Zinc Media, who did the mastering and products for the CD. It's like, dang, the names just keep popping out.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, Truth or Bull.
Oh boy,
I think Mr. John Fest.
Wow.
I think he may be retiring.
Wow.
So
really?
So enjoy that muster out pay. We could sure use another vinyl record.
That's right. Woo, I tell you what, bro.
This one's going to be on you, boss.
This second album is going to be pretty damn good. I tell you what.
Yeah, so just be on the lookout. It's going to be under my Facebook page, Goonies' Facebook page, Julian, our brother, Dally, and, of course,
DJ
Virtual
Renation.
Country, DJ Renation. We're going to be raffling off all sorts of stuff. And for the most part, this entire project is just about paid for. So we need everything else for post-production.
That's right.
To push it out into Hulu.
And then in the next few weeks we'll start talking about where the world premiere is going to be. We're working at a couple of different venues. If you have a venue that you would like to have used for it, or if you have an idea on where you think we should do that world premiere.
If you want your name on the credits,
do so
however you can.
Exactly. Bring us beer, bring us cheer, and then don't put it in your beer. You didn't think you were going to get through this whole episode without me.
Almost did.
I do apologize. It's been so long. I already forgot what the episode or last one was about. But I just want to tell everybody that Super Granny's going to return soon. We're taking a small hiatus because we got a hiatal hernia and Blister had his glimp removed. And then it's going to be all right. But we want to make sure we get it just right so everybody knows what the hell's doing. And then I wanted to make sure that y'all could do your thing and y'all could do everything you need to do. And then we get naked and then that's it. You're going to Phoenix Saloon, right? Bare ass?
We're going to be there. But also, we have a very busy weekend coming up. So if you don't remember anything that we told you
I don't even
ago,
remember. Yeah.
We're going to be Friday at Dogco.
Friday at Dogco, 8 p.m. to 11. Yes, sir.
This is the full band, guys.
That's right. Saturday, we might be at the Alamo Dome with the firefighters doing a little tailgating before the game.
The game starts at 2,
Game starts at 2:30.
Get there as early as you can.
Yeah, get there early and drink often. And then Sunday, we will be at Brantley's 529 Main.
With a good friend of ours.
In Bernie with lead singer from the Tailgaters, Brett Alton.
All right.
We'll be doing a trio thing, supporting him like we always do.
So pick and choose your places.
Exactly.
Come and say hi. Come and bring us a shot or a check.
A check shot.
We're ready to do this. We're ready to go.
Oh my gosh, dude!
And
thank you again to all of them, all your listeners, supporters, sponsors. Thank you to everybody. We say it too much, but we mean it as much as we say it. So we can't thank you guys enough. To the Fest, to the Joneses, to Josh Downs, to Whataburger.
Ern is going to be big coming up.
Big E is going to be coming up, helping us with a few things as well. Oh my gosh, so many different things. We might even have him try to restore my dad's Mustang. Ooh. Oh my gosh, this, and anybody who knows that Mustang knows it's been sitting there for 40 years and it needs to be restored.
Yeah.
So my goodness, so that he might be playing a big part in it, Big E.
And keep your eyes on that one.
Oh man, you have no idea, dude. Like I said, exciting times when everything starts coming to fruition. And
I haven't even approached Will Burke.
Uh-oh.
Old friend of ours.
Okay.
Great friend of ours. Cindy and Will, they used to have Will's Grills. Amazing welder. He made trailers and smokers. And now he's restoring vehicles. I think I'm going to approach him. And hopefully he listens to this podcast before I do it.
Yeah. So you won't have to.
Put you on the spot, boss.
Wow, let's go. Put him in a spot, Hito. He's got a spotted owl. He's got a leopard. A leopard never changes his spots. He's never changed his chones. And then he was over there embarrassed. Oh, you know what I saw? I got to tell you this before we did this. I had to tell you, I was back at the bowling alley the other day.
No.
And then I saw La Brena, and she said she was practicing for something, like some kind of match. And I was like, who's Mitch? So anyway, there I was bare-assed in lane 7, and then those men, that bougie bitch and Hey Dude, they were singing all these songs, una canción and pachangas, and then that other man, the cockeyed Javi, he was sitting there on aisle 3, 4, and 5, and he was just sucking on his own chicha again.
I'm
terrible.
Kind of wondering, you just told the entire next episode, didn't you?
No, I didn't. I wasn't even there.
We're going to spit this next episode out coming very, very soon, probably after the production of the movie and the series and everything. But everybody at Fire Station number 23s, 27s, 16s, 4s, 35s, 51s. Okay,
Aaron
you know what I'm talking about.
Aaron Tilt. Thank you, Aaron Tilt.
We need help pushing this out.
Yeah.
So share it as many times as you can.
Thank you, Aaron Tilt.
Yes,
Thank you,
Aaron.
Ben Meyer, Jonathan Hernandez. Thank you to the Kerosene Drifters for being our first musical guest that came on. Thank you to Dave Gibson.
Oh, yeah.
Carlos Mesa, we're going to get him on someday
Oh,
eventually.
and we're going to give him a hard time.
I'll give him a hard one.
Hey, return my call, guy.
Yeah, I mean, that's it. That's it. You know, everybody who has been there on one part or another during this process, thank you.
And it's funny because a lot of the names that we mention are either bands or firefighters.
Or
So-
they're banned from a lot of venues.
Yes.
Right.
A little bit of all of that.
RDV, I'm talking to you.
Just a bunch of brothers and sisters out there. Thank you, guys.
Clark Hamlet.
Let's go home.
All these guys. All right, boys. Until next time, you have been listening to episode 330 of the True Bull Virtual Cast with Goonie and Nemo, brought to you by everybody we just mentioned in the last 30 minutes and recorded at the Tactical Finish Nemosa Studios. Till next time, we will catch you down the road. Make sure to check our schedule where we're going to be, and we'll see you guys. Thank you. God bless.
Okay. Bye-bye.
That's right.
Oh, yes.